Hey, what's happening guys? Ray from Guys TV, and today we are here with the full review of the new Samsung Galaxy J2, the newest edition of the 2016 Samsung of the J2. So let's begin quickly on this particular phone, like what I have been facing up using this particular device. The phone has been doing really good for me, at least for the last 7 days. Being my primary phone, I use it a lot, maybe internet, maybe music, maybe voice calls, a lot of things. So I'll try to cover many of them, the things which I felt important to be shared to all of you guys. So let me just quickly begin on this particular full review of the Samsung Galaxy J2. So there has been a lot of Microsoft applications this time on this Samsung device. Maybe you get to get a lot of Microsoft applications, starting up from your Excel, your OneDrive, maybe your OneNote, and some other features like the Skype and all comes pre-installed. So you don't need to waste any time on that and quickly jump to your office works straight out of this Samsung Galaxy J2. I've been using some Excel very recently when I was doing some office work, but still the phone gave up a very good response, and it went through very smoothly on the overall Microsoft experiences as always. The phone comes with a lot of pre-installed application apart from Microsoft application, which I really loved. One of them is the Opera Max, Opera browser, but with a little bit tweak and turns, which in turn saves a lot of bandwidth for you. Like I was using the Wi-Fi maximum on this device, but still I was using the 3G and 4G over the internet on my cellular data. But still the device saved a lot of megabytes. Rather, your plans will not exhaust so easily if you're using up the Opera Max, and I strongly recommend people to use this particular in pre-installed application Opera Max, wherein you can save a lot of internet usage, especially if you're using up a 3G or maybe a 4G's connection. It basically uses a VPN wherein you connect and save a lot of pre-loaded applications, maybe a lot of videos, maybe a lot of websites which comes pre-installed and pre-saved on their servers on the VPN. So battery usage has been really good on this particular phone. I didn't face much of an issue apart from the time when I was using up the cellular data, maybe 4G or 3G. But over the Wi-Fi it ran very smoothly. It gave me at least a full day backup. I must say full day, I mean maybe about 10 to 12 hours of backup, starting up from the morning till the late evening. When you come back you have to charge this, and using up the recent my phones, that is the Redmi Note 3, I get to what I say, I get very used to a very good day's battery backup. But still Samsung gave a very good backup on this thing as well, except when you're using up the overall usage on the 3G and the 4G data. S-Bike modes comes pre-installed on this particular phone. As always, we have been seeing in the last couple of devices, especially Indian releases from Samsung this time, and that saved a lot of issues for bikers who have been using as the primary phones. You don't need to catch up the phone, you can put it up on the S-Bike mode and notification comes up. If it's very urgent, you can pick up the call. So it's pretty simple and pretty straight out of the box. So another great thing is the power saving mode, which I just ran a few minutes back, wherein you save a good amount of battery if you're using up the power saving mode, not the ultra power saving mode, which I'll come up in a later few minutes of time. It overall saves a decent enough battery without making the screen completely grayscale. So smart glow is a very good feature, maybe a feature which we are all expecting for last couple of weeks now. Samsung has been teasing us with this feature, and finally this phone is the first phone to get the smart glow feature. That is the basically you get to change a lot of options from the settings, wherein you, if you're charging the phone, you can customize the color to the red option, maybe a red color. If your battery is going down, you can put it to red, so you don't need to manually open the phone and see what exactly is going on. You can set a lot of notification colors as well, maybe green, maybe blue, and furthermore, and you can customize it accordingly. So for all the selfie lovers, maybe the pretty girls out there, you can use the selfie assist, wherein you don't have to use the boring 5 megapixel front facing camera. You can use the rear facing 8 megapixel camera and still shoot some great selfies with the rear camera. I was using this phone couple of times using the selfie assist, but maximum of the time it came good, but a few times it crapped up completely, using up jittery images, not so sharp unfocused image. So that is a bad thing which I sometimes dislike. But still, the 5 megapixel camera shoots good enough on your regular daylight, or maybe a good lighted source will give you a good photo on this. And you can obviously use some great filters, maybe B612 and some other applications out there on the Google Play Store. I was using up this phone lately, and I wanted to check like what the benchmark scores will be on this particular phone. So I ran the particular full benchmark on this particular Samsung Galaxy J2. The phone doesn't get much heated at the back, and the particular back portion just beneath the back cover you get a small, maybe a covering wherein I believe the heat doesn't go much out. So that's a smart new thing which the Samsung gave this time. Not much of a heating issues, maybe a discomforting heating issues when you're holding this phone on your hands. So let me just show you the scores up there. It's 20271, 20,271 from a mid-level 10,000 INR phone, maybe about a $180-$190 phone, which is good enough. But still, recently out there we have been seeing some great 10,000 rupees phones, maybe especially from the brands of Xiaomi, Lenovo and few other phones out there. But still, when you're wanting a brand like Samsung, you cannot expect that much out of a 10,000 rupees phone. So that is it pretty much. The phone gets you going, and it is very fast, I must say. As in the box I show you, like turbo speed technology. It's obviously very smooth, very easy to operate, and very super smooth on the overall application usage. So you get a lot of customizations on this particular phone, especially when you're using up the I must say your wallpapers or maybe your themes. I really love the basic themes which came up pre-installed. Maybe default one was the blue one. There is a Desi Swag, there is meditation, and there is my favorite Motorcycle Diaries of India. It's a little bit cute, a little bit sweet of a biker. A lot of Hindi words out there. S-Bike mode. You get to see a lot of colorful small applications at the back of the screen when you're using up the theme. So that is a really cute thing which came up by Samsung this time on the Samsung Galaxy J2. So the ultra power seeing mode, which I was just talking to you a few minutes back, it is a real lifesaver. Especially I used up in a day or two when I was having a very terrible day throughout and I couldn't charge my phone. Still used to get at least 4 to 6 hours of additional usage if you are having at least 10 to 15% battery. But still I was having about 8%. I got about 2.5 hours approximate extra usage. Still the phone became completely dull, and I mean to say dull, I mean it's grayscale, but still you can use a lot of messages, internet, and a few other things. So let me just quickly go back to the colorful mode. As usual, the Samsung's blue colorful mode as well. So that is it pretty much on this phone. I really love the phone overall experience. The phone's price segment, I must say, is a little bit higher maybe when we are getting competitive phones from Xiaomi, Lenovo on the same budget, but still the brand of Samsung gives you a lot of things, especially with the smart glow, especially with the 128 gig of expandability, a battery usage which will expect to last you throughout the day, a good phone to hold in the hands, and a lot of S-Bike features, modes, and a few other things. So overall experience is really good. If you're wanting to buy this, you can go ahead and buy. There's not much of an issue which I faced. If you have any particular questions, you can put down in the comment section below. Please like my social pages on Facebook and Twitter, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really helps me a lot and connect with you furthermore. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you up on the next one with some gaming review and some great exciting stuffs coming out. Thank you guys. I'll see you up. Bye bye.